Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, My Divination. What we will do here is today, it will be first impression flip through of the Goddess of Love Tarot. As you see here is very pinkish, yellowish deck. Well, the box for sure. And that's how it looks like. I got it from my local bookstore here. And what we will do is we'll just get this very quickly opened here so you can see the cards. I must say I have seen the few reviews of this deck. People are quite excited about it. I would say even there was a little bit of hype when it comes to this deck, and I wanted to add something to the love readings, you know, because obviously I know with each card we can read them for any type of style reading, so love reading, career reading, but I wanted to add maybe a little bit spice, maybe some advice to use from this tarot deck to my regular reading, okay? And that was essentially the reason why I got this deck. So without further ado, we get this opened. And just so you know, here is the publisher. So we're not talking Llewellyn, we're not talking Hay House, whatever else, you know, whichever are there, like or I think the Red Feather as well. It's a slightly not maybe standard, well known, at least in Europe, I think. Anyway, you know, I could have not enough information anyway, but you know what I was talking about, mainly those which are well known, at least for me. Anyway, so we start here. Okay, so what we will do is we'll get this open now here. Bear in mind this box doesn't have this kind of little holes here just to put your fingers to take it out your cards. It doesn't make any difference if you have cards inside, because essentially, you know, at some point with the weight you will be able to open it. But with this type of boxes, if you take everything out, and here we have the inside, actually I forgot, sorry to mention, it's white here inside, pinkish tray here, inside is clearly white. So if you take everything out, so the cards and the booklet, it's not super easy to see. It's not super easy to take it out because it doesn't have these holes, and you know, but that's just a little digression here. It's not a big deal either. Okay, so in terms of the booklet here, the guidebook, you have there is you know, the color palette, it would be white and pink. So, and when it comes to the cards, some of them are changed. So for example, Fool is called is renamed to the Void, okay, but on the very top you always have the dead RWS meanings here, so just keep that one in mind. It's on the very top, you will have your familiar RWS meanings. What happens here is you have informations about the card here. Here you have the rest of it. You have as well affirmations, journal, questions, ritual, and the booklet contains the reverse meanings as well as spreads. So the cards here are connected this way here, so that's very handy. And when it comes to, you know, just generally when it comes to the size of cardstock, I will just very quickly go through that one now. So it's a taller deck than, you know, standard 7x12. That's the backs, that kind of backs we have here, and there is no gilding. I hope you can see it. It's this, you know, when you hold it, it's not the, you know, I think the Llewellyn decks are a little bit more on the thinner side compared to this one here. When it comes to the size, is 7.5 by 13. Okay. So what we'll do is we very quickly go through the cards. Just bear with me here. Now. Okay. You see, Magician has been changed as well. There is some unity in this deck as well, so just bear in mind that. And there is lots of the kind of the heart symbols as well in this deck. So as you possibly can see, it's here. It's collage deck. Again, I don't have any collage decks. And roses, of course, as well. I don't have a collage deck in my possession here, so it's my first deck like that. I know there is a ritual tarot, and it was actually recently very recently on a Kickstarter as well, and I was thinking about it with the naming on the back of the card. Although I was thinking, as much as the lovely deck, and you know, I would love it in my collection, and I know it's after that we will go for a very high price, you know, if someone wants to sell it, especially if it's sealed. Although I was like, you know, as much I could enjoy the cards, I don't think I would use it, and that's the whole point. I want to use my cards, even though if they would ended up on the shelf, I still would like something what I know I can definitely read with. Excuse me, I had just coffee here. So when it comes to this card here, that's the strength, which normally is called well, here's the card which is called lust, which is normally a strength card. The lust is called in the Thoth tarot deck, but again, it's as much as they changed the name here to Lost, then they kept as number 8 instead of the 11, which would be then Justice, and it's called, I think, Balance in this deck, where in Thoth it would be Adjustment. Okay, we have a Hermit. So you see they are kind of go normal way. So you see Balance here. The Hanged One, Death represented by Kali, Temperance, the Devil. I really like this Tower card. The Star. I just wonder how that will work in my readings. And the Sun, Judgment, and the World. And as you see here is again kind of the heart shape here, surrounded by the snake. And now we go into the Suits of Wands. So as you see, they are called the same way. They're very peepish. So you see we have a roses here as a representation of wands. Diamonds are kind of crystals, are as well the part of this deck here. Nine of Wands. And 10 of Wands. Okay, and the name, when it comes to the court cards, the naming is changed. So we have the Maiden for Page. We have a Witch for Knight. We have a Queen, as a Queen remained the same, and a Crown for the King. So as you see, very very feminine deck here, and energy. So I guess it might not be for everyone's deck, I guess. So we have now Suit of Cups, Two of Cups, I found a little bit sometimes here this symbol distracting, because I'm kind of looking for some informations where it's just a little symbol there. So you see here, Five of Cups, we have the heart, and obviously we would have that in the Three of Swords, I thought here. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, so symbol of heart as well. We have the Six of Cups, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very fiery 10. Okay, so again, Maiden of Cups, Page of Cups. That would be our Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, maybe after this deck I'll become the fan of the collage decks. And then we have a Suit of Swords, Two of Swords, and you see Three of Swords. Actually, sorry, it's not the heart, it's actually a rose here. I don't know why, it's just what I remembered from the reviews. Somehow I thought it's heart. Oh, here you go. Here is the heart. Five of Swords, as you see here. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. I just wonder, would that not be confusing then, because the roses are used, you know, as well in this deck in the wands. If that would be not a little bit misleading in that sense, you know, in the very kind of quick reading. Nine of Swords and 10 of Swords. So again, Page, Knight, Queen, and King as a crown. And then we go into, I just take it from here, maybe just so you can see them. So we have Suit of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's our 8, 9, and 10. We go with the Knight, Queen, and Crown as the King. Okay. So just so for you, so you can see how this deck looks like if we spread the cards a little bit. You know, I like to see how the kind of decks look like if we put the cards as if you would read them. Okay. So that's roughly how that potentially could look like. Okay. And what we will do here is, just so you have a feeling of this deck, okay? So what we will do is, I just quickly pick one here, and that's Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles. What we have here. Four of Pentacles, astrological correspondence is Sun in Capricorn. The realm of the goddess of the divine erotic isn't divorced from the mundane world you exist in. This presence of sacred lust and love forms a matrix that dissolves into everything. Engaging with pleasures of the flesh doesn't mean denying your day-to-day relationships, home life, and career through. The Four of Pentacles suggests that you're clutching, claiming, or needlessly protecting something, restricting the movement necessary for growth. Maybe you have fear around the resources available, fear that there isn't enough love, cash, money, sex, or beauty. It's all about perspective. This card reminds you, whether reverse or upright, that before expansion, before gain or abundance, before a level up, the subconscious often creates a sense of closing as a means of self-protection. Growth requires a leap into the abyss and trust in the upgrade itself. When reversed, you are already begun to release your ideas of lack and the need for control over whatever you value, whatever that's job, a lover, or a relationship. And affirmations: I'm grounded in abundance, I'm surrounded by prosperity, I'm filled with the lust and love. So generally speaking, the affirmation could be as well treated nearly as an advice to someone. You know, if you use this deck in the reading, which I like it. Journal questions: how am I being asked to trust that I am supported by the universe in my evaluation? And then we have 5 Pentacles and so on. So to be honest, I think when you work with the booklet for this deck, I think it's followed RWS for sure. And I think it might be great addition to the normal kind of relationship spread. Obviously, some people might use it as the kind of the main deck, not the second deck. I like to have the second deck sometimes, you know, like some people use the oracle decks. I do as well, but generally I prefer to use the tarot for it. Sometimes kind of brings me a better understanding of the background of the situation, and that's the whole purpose for this deck. So I guess we will see how this one will work out. I will, you know, if I do any kind of sample readings, I'll show you what I mean by that. But generally, I think it's okay deck. We'll see how that works out. I don't know, it's like I said, there was so much hype about this deck that everyone was like, wow, and you know, it's you must have deck. It's interesting. Again, I don't have a collage deck, so I don't regret this purchase, let's put it that way. And I think it's as well very much related to the guidebook too. I know it's standard meaning kind of, but not in full. So it's different, definitely images. It's, you know, I hope it will work great with the intuition, gives this kind of, you know, intuition hits when it comes to the reading. So I hope that will be, I will have a good relationship with this tarot deck. Let me know if you have it, what you think. Are you thinking about this deck, or maybe you have it already, or you already got this deck customized, you know, trimming the borders, so on and so forth. So let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing rest of the day. Take care.